cover deals with rules for multiplication of signed numbers. That's the first thing we want to look at. We want to review what inverse operations are so that we can make a connection between the rules for multiplication of signed numbers versus the rules for division of signed numbers. And then we will just wrap it all up in a summary so that we have some simple way or some phrase or something that's going to help tell us what the rules of multiplication and division of the signed numbers are. So the first thing, what is multiplication? Correct, a factor times a factor. But what does multiplication actually represent? Colby. It's shorthand for repeated addition. So instead of saying 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, I would just say, what is 3 times 5? So it's a shorthand for repeated addition. And we've been working on addition. If we look at addition, 3 plus 3 is 6. We know that. And if you were to look at it on a number line, the way they started to tell you to add signed numbers is you start here at 0, and it's a positive 3, which means you go to the right 3 places, and another positive 3, which means you go to the right another 3 places, and that's where you end up as at 6. But I could show this repeated addition as what? 3 times 2. Repeated addition means the same thing as multiplication. 3 is used as an add-in 2 times. So 3 times 2 would have a value of 6. If I look at the next problem, I have 2 plus 2 plus 2, which has a value of 6. If I look at that, though, that's repeated addition. Nice try. Repeated addition. Repeated addition, that's the same thing as 2 times 3, because I'm using 2 as an add-in 3 times. You could go to the number line and you could say, oh, well, on the number line, I'm going to take a positive 2. So from 0, I'm going to go to the right 2 places. And then a positive 2, so I'm going to go to the right another 2 places. And then another positive 2, so I'm going to go to the right another 2 places. And that puts me at a positive 6. Well, what happens if I ask you to add negative numbers? We did the whole team negative, team positive. If I talk about negative 3 plus negative 3, that says on a number line, what's your answer? What's negative 3 plus negative 3? Negative 6. Team negative has 6 points. Your answer is negative 6. But that means you're starting here at 0, and I'm going to go to the left 3 because that's what negative 3 says. And from there, I'm going to go to the left another 3, and that puts me here at negative 6. Now, how can I show negative 3 plus negative 3 as a multiplication problem? Corey? We have negative 3, and it's used as an add-in. I am adding it twice. So what is negative 3 times 2? What is it? Negative 6. It's a negative answer. Unlike positive 3 times 2, which was positive 6. So 3 times 4 means 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 gives you an answer of 12. 2 times 9 is 18. Wouldn't you rather say 2 times 9 is 18 instead of saying 2 plus 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 2? I'd much rather say 2 times 9. What about 4 times 5? 20. I don't think I have another one. Scroll down there. But now, what is this saying? This problem right here says negative 2 times 4. That means negative 2 plus negative 2 plus negative 2 plus negative 2. I am using negative 2 as an add-in 4 times. What's negative 2 plus negative 2 plus negative 2 plus negative 2? Team negative has 8 points. So I end up with negative 8. So negative 2 times positive 4 is negative 8. What about 6 times -2? -12. It's the same thing. I could say -2 plus -2 plus -2. I do it 6 times now. What about the bottom one, which is -3 times 5? What's your answer? -15. Because all I'm doing is I'm adding -3 5 times. And we know how to add negative numbers now because we did the whole card thing. Question? You get, I'll give you 20 seconds with a partner to discuss any patterns you see so far with multiplication of signed numbers.